What's up, What Nowers? This episode is brought to you in part by Terry's Destination Weddings, a full-service travel agency where they specialize in planning weddings in the Caribbean islands and Mexico. Especially for busy clients, there are no worries as all of your wedding plans and guest travel arrangements are taken care of. Whether you're planning to elope or bring hundreds of friends, Terry's Destination Weddings makes destination wedding dreams come true. For more information, see the link in the description below.
Come on, man. That's too easy. You never heard of me? Stupid.
Welcome to an all-new episode of What Now, where we take the hottest sports topics, dissect them, correct them, and bring them to you from our perspective. I'm Jamie, and along with me is Tobias, Tyreek, Malin, and Jalen.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Just watch the playoff rank. That's it.
Yeah.
These boys happy about their college football. That's that southern. That's southern.
It's finally coming to crunch time. You know, all that early season fluff. You know, I just saw somebody's face. He ain't say nothing. But I just want to see.
Neither one of y'all that good for real.
No. Oh.
Here you go.
You saw that? They got Michigan at 3.
Y'all at 2. They got Ohio State. Okay, never mind. We gonna save it. We gonna save it.
What do you think? Ohio State done play every good team in.
Why don't we just talk about it now that y'all are watching it live?
You called it. You said they gonna put Ohio State 1.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the top 4 that just dropped tonight.
Ohio State is beat everybody in the country. They got a name to them.
You're right. On paper, Ohio State is the best team in the country.
On
paper. They have the resume. But if you watch them play, no. That quarterback is mid. I'm talking about.
I was about to say, out of all our quarterbacks, he's probably the most mid.
Well, he played everybody though.
It don't matter. He looks
Michigan
mid.
or Georgia ain't played not one good team.
It don't matter when it comes down to it. Like you need a good quarterback.
Nobody expected him to be Caleb Williams though.
He's not even close to Caleb Williams. He's not even.
Well, I know that. But I'm saying nobody expected him to be this all-time great college quarterback. But
after like the past 3 Ohio State quarterbacks, it's like you seen that picture. It's like those dudes in the army. They all holding a gun and they got that one clown in the back. That's what it's kind of like.
Exactly.
That's what it's kind of like after all those quarterbacks came from Ohio State. That's what it kind of looks like.
Like Ohio State, like even like if you look at them on the screen, like if you watch them play the game, like their defense is legit. Like that's a legit defense. They got a good secondary, a good front 7. We go on the offense. The quarterback is mid. There's probably 20 plus other quarterbacks that are better than him in the nation right now. The running back is good. Trey Henderson. And
they just like the Niners. Well, before the Niners got defense started being bad.
No.
The quarterback is a game manager. He's not bad, but he's not good. They got a running game, and the defense is solid.
Like you said, based off the record and schedule, they got it so far.
Exactly.
But they don't. I ain't gonna say that they don't pass the eye test. It's just our teams, even though we weren't playing the other caliber team, we still look explosive. Yeah. Like I don't really see much explosion out of Ohio State. The only thing that you can really talk about with them is Marvin Harrison Jr. So I mean,
can you say you look explosive because you're not playing good competition?
You can.
I mean, that's how y'all supposed. That's how you're supposed to look against the bad team. So I'll give you that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing based off your schedule. But go ahead.
I was about to say with that though, it's like it comes down to fundamentals though. At that point, like how fundamentally sound are you as a team? Like, are you firing on all against these teams you're supposed to beat? Like, are you doing it? Like that's showing the discipline you have as a team. Because look, every single year there's always a top team always struggles against a mediocre team or something, especially in conference play because they play each other every year. But if you're doing like what you just saw UGA do to Florida, that's the rival, their biggest rival. What they did to them, they manhandled them. That's what you're supposed to do. Ohio State couldn't even do that to Penn State. They see Penn State every single year.
But Penn State is a good team, though. Florida is not that good.
I thought so too. I was wrong. Penn State proved me wrong. because they look, I can't say the word, but they look terrible on Saturday. I mean, that court, Drew Allard, yeah. Now we talking about Kyle McCord.
He looked like a deer in headlights
Drew
Saturday.
Allard looked horrible. Like he couldn't complete a 10-yard pass, a 10-yard comeback. Him and Honda
If
McCord.
Maryland, I think Maryland Penn State play this weekend. If Maryland beats them, Maryland should be top 25.
And that would just show how overrated Penn State was. So then we can bring the Ohio State hype back down.
Y'all just hating. That's all this. That's all this.
I am hating right now.
Y'all just hating.
I'm not hating because we haven't looked like the number one team all year. It's only a couple games where we look like, all right, maybe. Like this past game, I feel like that proved a lot to us because we didn't have Brock Bowers. So, like, we had to rely on everybody else on offense, and they showed up.
Y'all, Georgia's standings and rankings is solely based off of the past couple of seasons. I think. I
mean, college.
If we're being honest, y'all and Michigan are both doing what y'all supposed to be doing, but Michigan has been more dominant in their games than y'all have consistently. But because y'all got back to back, y'all are just gonna. It's like Patrick Mahomes. Like he has to do a lot of bad for him to drop out of that top spot. And y'all not doing a lot of bad, just a little bad.
I like that comparison.
Georgia looks like last week, like they're looking like they're about to start firing all cylinders now. Because y'all was bashing y'all early in the year, but like the past,
I mean, I was bashing us too because I ain't gonna lie, Carson Beck about had me starting the campaign. But hey, he started cooking. Hey, like they say, let him cook. Hey, we're gonna see how it's go down the stretch.
He looked.
Who they play this weekend? Vanderbilt or no?
Missouri.
Florida.
Actually, and I might be going, so y'all might get it. Y'all might get a little live action in the stand, huh?
Which game?
Georgia, Missouri. It's this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be fun. That's be a good game too.
Are you worried
That'd
about
probably be the toughest game y'all have all season so far?
Yeah, exactly. And last year we barely got by them too, so we're gonna see.
Did y'all come in at number one on the rankings just now?
No, Ohio State.
No,
Ohio State was one. I thought Ohio State was two.
No,
that's because of the competition.
That's why I can't be mad because they just had the little graphic up. They got the number one strength of record and like number 11 strength of schedule, and Georgia and Michigan are both our strength of schedule within the hundreds. So I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't say.
I think Georgia. If they win that, I don't know if Georgia can be the number one. I don't think they'll put them up there. I think if Michigan beats Ohio State, then Michigan will go number one, and Georgia might get to two. But I don't know if they'll put Georgia at number one at this point now. If they're not number one now,
I agree with that because even if we win the SEC, it's like whoever we play in the SEC championship is going to be a one or multiple loss team. So it's like we can't fight our way back up to one.
That is true because it's just Bama and Missouri of the
one.
Yeah. It would have to be like Ohio State and Michigan both lose a game, and then y'all stay undefeated.
To be honest, I don't know do you want to get one at this point, like in the seeding, because then you got Washington and Oregon on the outside, and I'd rather face Ohio State and Florida State before Oregon and Washington. Especially Oregon.
Nah,
I wouldn't want to face Washington more than Oregon because we got Bo Nix number. We got his number. I ain't worried about that.
But there's a different Bo Nix now. There's a different Bo Nix.
That's where you're wrong. Bo Nix has got another vehicle. He's the same driver. He just got another vehicle. I ain't worried about it.
That's a Shannon Sharp type reference.
You're not sold on Bo Nix?
I ain't like he ain't old, but I'm looking at him like everybody look at Stetson. Like you've been there for how long? What this is the most starts ever as a quarterback? Come on now, you better be good by this time.
You've been there since we were like sophomores in college or something like that.
He's scared. He's scared to go to the NFL. That's what that sounds like.
Exactly. He want to be relevant. As soon as he get drafted, we'll never hear that name again.
Bo Nix is what, a year younger than us? I think.
I think so.
He's a year younger than us.
He got one of them names. Me and my friend used to make fun of Dak when Dak was in college.
Dak.
We used to just be like, he'll never be nothing in the NFL because of his name.
Hey, he stuck around longer than we thought he would have. I'll
I
say
know.
that.
It might be because of the star in his helmet, though.
Do y'all? So what were y'all's top fours?
Me, I had, I think I had Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Michigan 3, and Oregon 4. That's what I had.
I think Oregon's a top 4 team too. Even though they had that one loss, I still think that was a neutral. If that was a neutral location, Oregon would have won because Oregon actually did outplay them in a sense. And I don't know. I really don't know how Washington did. Penix was just, and y'all can't admit, Penix was just throwing the ball up. The whole second half, he was just throwing it up to receivers, just letting them go get it. There was no scheme. There was no schematics, no play call. It was go routes everywhere. Go routes. And that's how they won.
Yeah. I think Washington is only above Oregon. Is only really above them because they beat Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but Washington play USC this weekend, so that might help them out.
That'd be a good quarterback, dude. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch this past game with Caleb Williams. Did he play good? Like,
No,
I know the media is off of him, but like, is he still like
2 picks? I think he had any. I could be wrong. Let's see.
All I know is he better go to the draft this year because if he stay another year,
You're right. Yep.
play again, he gonna fall. Like I think he got number 1 locked in this year, regardless of what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But if he stay in college another year, he ain't gonna be number 1 if he keep playing like this.
He needs
it's
to stop.
crazy how he was talking though. That man talking about he wants some ownership of the team. Like you don't, you don't
know what he on. You on with that? But
who y'all got for y'all top 4, or who did y'all have?
But I guess I'll put one. I would have just switched up. Well, I guess I'll switch up top 3. I still believe in Florida State. I think we all sleeping on them, but I would have had Michigan 1, Georgia 2, and Ohio State 3. And that's it. I ain't gonna lie, that's more biased than anything, but that's what I would have predicted.
More biased to who?
what I wrote mine down.
You had Georgia 2, right?
Yeah, but that's just because like you said, like Michigan was more dominant in their wins. And I just had Ohio State 3 just because I like them.
Yeah, if I was doing it myself, I would put Michigan above Georgia too. But I did what I thought that was going to happen. So I did it. I thought Georgia would still be number 1.
I just had a feeling we wouldn't be 1. I didn't really know who they were going to put 1.
I had a feeling they put Ohio State as 1 just because Ohio State had the resume, and that's usually like their early ones like this. They don't go off of eye tests and stuff. They go off of just what your schedule is because it's the first ranking. Like it's going to change over the next 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah. The thing is, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you keep on.
I was saying, I think the thing is with that, y'all are at a disadvantage because now if y'all lose to a bad team, obviously let's lose to a bad team. But then if y'all lose to a good team, then it's like, all right, the first time y'all play a good team, y'all lose. Yeah, so it's like y'all at a win-win. Y'all have to win out.
Michigan, Ohio State's problem is that now because of Penn State looking how they are, they're relying on that game to prove to the playoff committee about what they can do. So what I was saying is that Michigan now, if they want to be like, even if they do lose to Ohio State, they make sure they beat the brakes off of Penn State. Like it can't be close. Like they got to manhandle Penn State. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but it has to happen because they can. I mean, I think Michigan with the 1 loss has a better chance of getting in than Ohio State with 1 loss because Ohio State struggled with Indiana earlier in the year, struggled with Maryland, pulling away with that. Then they struggled with Notre Dame, who got blown out by Louisville the next week, and then they struggled with pulling away from Penn State at home in a really big game. So if Ohio State does lose to Michigan, I don't see how they can get in, honestly. Especially with we just talked about with Oregon.
Nah, I think it would depend on how the game plays out. Like if Ohio State barely loses, then I think that they still get in.
Yeah.
But if it's like a blowout, then I can see them falling out.
Well, what I'm saying is that I'm talking about a better chance of if you had to choose, like there's 1 spot left, and you had to choose between Michigan and Ohio State. You give them to a 1-loss Michigan team or a 1-loss Ohio State team. Like who has a better chance?
But I don't. They wouldn't both be at that point because they play each other. They wouldn't both be like 4 and 5 unless they both lose
No.
before that game, if that
No.
makes sense.
Maybe I'm not explaining right, but I'm talking about, like, let's say if Michigan loses this one and they lose this game, do you think it's a greater chance that they miss it versus if it would be Ohio State losing this game? That's what I'm saying.
You
Not
mean
like-
you talking about the Ohio State Michigan game?
Yeah. If whoever lose that game, if the loser of that game,
I think Ohio State has a better chance because of the resume, like you said. And then the one big game that y'all lost it. Because y'all already at 3. So you see how they thinking.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That
I think
is
y'all
true.
would fall out.
Yeah, that's true. It's like they're already setting like the bar what they're measuring at right now. They show Michigan that we don't value your schedule right now, so y'all better be perfect. You gotta be perfect to get it.
Exactly.
So that's tough.
What was your top 4, Tobias? Before we go on,
my one was Ohio State. I'm not gonna lie with you. I jumped between 2 and 3 with Michigan. I was hoping that Michigan would get 2, but I wrote down earlier just Georgia, and then I gave Michigan 3, and then I put Oregon at 4. But Oregon's at 6.
Believe in Oregon, huh?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Y'all boys believe in Oregon, huh?
Yeah, bro. They look solid. They got a good defense, good offense. They're not like a shoot 'em up Big 12 team that actually move down the field. No offense, JB.
I hate when you say shoot them up. Shoot them up, Big 12.
Shoot them up, Big 12 team.
No offense.
Why you looking like that?
What does that
I'm
mean?
just saying the Big 12, they don't like to play defense. They really don't. They like to play defense.
Jamie, why you looking like that?
Am I wrong?
Our defense had been pretty good this year. Thank you.
Hey, she looked like you had to slap her. So she was looking at you crazy.
Didn't y'all lose this weekend?
Oh. You brought up the game.
And y'all still in the top 10 though, ain't it?
Yeah, y'all 9. Y'all still have a shot.
Y'all really
Like it matters. Chill out.
Really
Give me all that look.
farther than that.
Y'all still got the Big. Wait, hold up, Jamie. Y'all still got the Big 12 championship.
Wow. We're not gonna make the playoffs. Next.
If you beat Texas, y'all literally have a really good shot at beating it. Y'all
Next.
right up there.
Hey, the Big 12 done. That was
Yeah, y'all be beat.
We
beat
were never
Texas,
gonna make the playoffs, even if we
Beat-
didn't lose.
beat
Next.
Texas twice.
Yeah,
all right, that's actually not true.
yeah.
Because y'all were 6 before that game, right?
They're 4 or 3, 1, 2.
They were not top 3.
We were not top 4. We were 6.
Yeah.
I was just seeing projection. My bad. I'm trying to help you. Listen, I'm
You're not helping. You're not.
honestly. All right. Besides this, I truly do believe if Ohio State, Oklahoma does beat Texas, they got to win out. If they do beat Texas in the Big 12 championship, yes, they'll be right up there because there's going to be.
There literally has to be like some type of mishap to happen for like 2 teams in the top 6 for them.
Yeah, some of them have to lose games.
Florida State is going to lose the game. I don't care what nobody says. Florida State's about. I don't know where and when, but I just have a feeling.
They got Oklahoma
How
State.
you feel about Oregon
West
is how I
Virginia,
feel about
BYU,
Florida.
TCU.
I think they're way better than people giving them credit for.
Who? Oregon?
No, Florida State.
Me too. I think they
I
got
said
none.
at the beginning of the year they'd finish top 4, and so did you.
Florida State don't have that many.
Me
They
and
don't have
Malin
any
both said that.
big games.
Yo,
They don't have any.
that's just because the ACC trash. But that don't take
Pittsburgh,
away from how
Miami.
good they are.
North Alabama.
They haven't played Florida yet either, have
And
they?
Florida. They got Florida, but
EJ
Florida that
Gators
good?
pulled through. You and Nordy, both of y'all Gators.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I can't see them losing that game just because Florida always finds I know that I think they already had it, but every year they find somebody's season to ruin.
they one of them.
Who
For
did
real. They won't be in the top chase for the championship, but they'll ruin somebody's season.
Yep.
When they face Georgia Southern, they ruin their own season.
That's terrible. Like how do you let that happen?
That was bad.
Yeah,
That's all
Five
everybody.
completed passes. Like just think about that. Like as a defensive coordinator, like do you have any pride in your job? For real.
You know what, Malin? I like that speech. You know who you get that speech to?
Who?
Guess who? Which coach? Matt Canada, man. Like, give that speech to Matt Canada.
I was talking about defense.
Give it to
I had
him.
a feeling he was about to say. I was like, I'm talking about
One thing about Tobias, he's gonna find a way to bring up Matt Canada, Justin Herbert, Justin Fields, now Michael Penix. He's gonna find a way.
On Tuesday, we're recording right now. You know, we recorded the day before and everything. Today is Halloween. I want to tell you right now that Matt Canada has been in a Halloween costume his entire career, dressed up as an officer. Come out of costume. Come back to your senses. You're not an NFL offensive coordinator. Go back to high school. I don't know about him as a human being.
He said high school.
Is high school? He's a high school coach.
Is Kenny Pickett playing Thursday?
Huh?
Is Kenny Pickett playing Thursday?
He said he is, but like they was trying to hype it up, like, oh, Will Levis and Kenny Pickett versus each other. Like, don't nobody want to see that. We pitiful.
Like, I have zero comments about Will Levis. I have zero comments about Will Levis.
Dang.
We could go to NFL then, I guess.
That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, we all decided to talk about him, Tobias. So next topic is our week 8-9 overreactions. So it could be NFL. You can talk about the trades. You can talk about whatever. You can talk about college football, but I think we kind of exhausted that at this point. So
I'm upset that the Ravens didn't trade for anybody. I like our team, but I feel like if we want to be in the win now mode, Super Bowl or bust, we should have added a luxury piece like Saquon or like Neil Hunter or maybe Derrick Henry. But apparently the Ravens and the Titans had a deal for Derrick Henry, but the owner vetoed it. The Titans owner, he said no.
Why?
So
they was not letting go of Derrick Henry or Saquon. They wouldn't let them boys go.
Derrick Henry was on the latter part of his career.
I think what helped, what made him veto is that Will Levis game. I'm not gonna lie. He probably thought he probably thought he might have, he probably thought, oh, we might have a chance with something here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hey, as bad as I hate to say it, because it was my team. Come on, it was the Falcons. Let's not. He might be biting too much. He might be putting too much dip on the shit. He should have went ahead and with the trade.
Who you talking about?
Who? The Titans owner. That game that he had versus the Falcons. That's not that they don't have a chance.
Oh! They did. Yeah, they did play the Falcons. That's right.
That's
I keep forgetting they played the Falcons.
That's why I was like, I hate to say it, but it was the Falcons, bro. Like,
D-Hop like 2018 D-Hop.
Exactly. And sitting on my bench in fantasy.
I gotta find the team.
Ain't been nothing all year.
And then you hear y'all see his video talking about like they slept. I feel like Gino right now. They slept on me, bro. When nobody sleep on you, that was clowning on you because you say you want to win and you go to Ryan Tannehill's Tennessee Titans. That's why they was clowning on you.
Saying you feel like Gino is weird.
Yes, exactly. Like what? No,
they wrote me off. I feel like Gino.
Nobody wrote him off. They just said like, dude, you're making a dumb shit. Like you're at a good point in your career. You can obviously like attribute to a team. You just chose a terrible team to go to.
Yeah, he wanted money.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
He was begging.
Exactly.
Literally begging.
I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Malin on being the first person in our fantasy league to be eliminated from playoffs. 0-8. What a record.
0-8 is crazy.
I'll be joining you pretty soon, brother. Don't worry.
All right.
I don't think I'm ever playing with somebody.
I understand the elimination part, but did we really have to say the record? We had to. That's what we had to do.
Did you see the stat I sent out on the group? Me was talking about how like it was like 0.5% of fantasy football teams have won a game. Malin's
a part of that.
That's so crazy.
It's just crazy.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Even I started playing fantasy football, like when I was in like 8th grade. I ain't never been 8. And it's not because this league is just so incredible. It's just the fact that each week something different happens that I can't control. Damn. Like this week, I finally score over 100 points and I still lose.
It was like 102, bro.
It don't matter. It don't matter because this is also the same with that Cam scored like 83. Like, why couldn't I be playing him this week? That's what I'm talking about. this is
Who'd
stuff
you
like
face
that
this
that
week?
happens. Huh?
Who'd you face this week?
The other trash player, Kyle.
What
And
a
I'm sitting
down.
there and I'm matching up our players, and I'm just like, he's really not even doing that much better than me. I just don't get it. And then, I'll switch out another player. He can sit on the bench and score 20 something, and the player I switched him in with score like 5. It's cool though. It's cool. Cool.
Get him next year, champ.
I just want you to know, Jamie only said something because she's in first. She don't never talk about fantasy, but now all of a sudden,
Yes, I do.
here she go. But talk your talk, Jamie. I told you I'm a hate. I told you I always hate on the person in first.
Crazy. It
There's
feels
nothing-
good
There's
up
nothing
top.
funnier. There's nothing funnier than when the person on top does not even get close to the championship.
Baby, I'm about to clinch the championship. So,
You
Jamie,
can
what's your
get, hey,
record?
say what you want.
well, I have
Huh?
one loss. Who is it to? To Tyree.
There you go. I just want you to put that out there. Don't see me again. But
Get away
to
from me.
be fair, Tobias beat me.
Oof.
Jamie's not winning the league just for putting me out on the pod.
Hey, guess what?
Hurt yourself.
If Elijah wins, I still win.
My goal is to ruin as many.
Probably not.
Possible now.
Probably won't win either.
Yeah, he won't. He's not that good either. Sorry. All right. Back to some overreactions, please.
Do I
I
need,
mean, I feel like that was an overreaction.
I need to put Reek's Photoshop picture?
Overreaction.
You said what, Tobias?
So I need to put your Black History Month picture with the X out over it. Listen, he's supposed to be an icon in the Black community. Tyreek is. You should see his picture. And this man is out here spreading hate the entire world.
What?
Have y'all seen it?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna try to put this. We're gonna put up on the screen. Boop right here. This right here is a picture of Tyreek. He's a historical Black icon. This joker's out here spreading hate. Put the X up on him. Put the X up on him right now.
That's so funny.
And
That's hate.
I'm gonna send it to y'all. I know y'all can't see right now, but I'm gonna send it to y'all.
We love hating.
Hey,
This episode of What Now is brought to you in part by the best place to find Christian apparel and accessories, Christ Gear. Be bold, be strong, be courageous. For more information on where to buy Christ Gear, see the link in the description below.
people are starting to now put Joe Burrow and the Bengals back in like top 3.
Hey, I was just about to say.
Conversation.
Oh yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
I was just about to message you and say overreaction. Bengals the best team in AFC. but what is his name? Marcus
Who?
Swagoo, whatever.
Yeah.
He literally did say that today though. I ain't gonna. I was like, come on now. Like we weren't even talking about them like that a week ago. They win one game. I know it was against the 49ers, but come on. The best.
But that's also the 49ers team that ain't played good in 3 weeks.
Have y'all seen their 5 wins? Their 5 wins are against trash teams. The best team they beat is the
They've
Chargers.
blown out everybody.
No, they barely beat everybody.
Didn't they blow the Cowboys? No, the Cowboys blew them out.
They blew the Broncos out.
Yeah.
Their Bengals are barely beat people, and a lot of the games that they won, they
I'm talking
shouldn't
about
even
the
have
Niners.
won. Huh?
I'm talking about the Niners.
Oh,
We was all talking about different teams, honestly.
I ain't gonna lie, I was with Jalen. I thought we was talking about the Niners too.
who
We
you
was all
talking
talking
about,
about
Tobias?
different teams.
But
I'm talking about the Dolphins.
The
You talking about the Who cares anything about the Dolphins?
Bro,
I think we were talking about. I was talking about the
started-
Niners at first, but I don't know why I started thinking about. I thought one of y'all said Dolphins, and I just started talking about. Oh, they beat the Broncos 70-20.
Bro thought about a team and start giving takes without giving context.
I ain't hearing nothing.
They didn't even establish the topic.
Oh yeah, they're not that good. Who are you talking about? The Titans.
Oh, what's your overreaction now?
I don't really have an overreaction. I have more of a realization. I feel like the past few years, I've always felt like there was one team that was like just it. This year, I don't think it's anybody. I think that the playoffs are going to be like really interesting. From like maybe not even the playoffs, maybe like the last half of the season into the playoffs. I think it's anybody's ring to get this year. I feel like the most consistent team top to bottom, I told Rick this was the Eagles, but like after them, I don't really know who's gonna like compete and go take it. Like you see what Kansas City's doing this year. You see what the Niners have been doing the past few weeks. It's just like a whole bunch of up and down, and I want to know who y'all got. If we could make re-pick, who would y'all pick like mid-season?
Before I do that, I was acknowledge. I don't think the Eagles have been that consistent either, though. I think they're beating the teams. I think they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat, but they're barely doing that. And Jalen Hurts isn't playing that well, and their secondary is not that good. But they're winning the game, so it looks like I think they're only one-loss team right now. They got the Cowboys this week, so we'll see how that goes. But I think everything was right, other than like I think nobody's real consistent in terms of play, like actually watching them play. But to answer your question, I guess what was it again? What was the question?
I was asking you if you could re-pick mid-season, who would y'all pick?
For
like,
what?
Do your picks change as far as like making it to the Super Bowl or winners?
What did I have picking
a line?
I don't think we ever did that episode.
Did we not?
Nah. That was the
Look
one
at him in the book.
the one y'all skipped. Remember? I was out of town on my birthday. But I'm gonna say the Ravens. Ravens going all the way. Still, I believe that from then. I don't believe that now. And we'll beat the it don't even matter. The Eagles, the Niners, the Cowboys. It don't matter. I want to see the Cowboys make the Super Bowl and lose, but I also love the when they fail. So I don't know.
If getting too far, Terry. You're going way far on the hate spectrum, bro.
That's what he
I
does.
love when they fail.
The hater.
It's just fun. The media is fun when the Cowboys aren't good, but when the Cowboys are good, it's not fun because they already talk about them enough, and I don't like to hear a bunch of praise. I like to hear hate. So
this is y'all black leader. This is y'all leader in the black community, y'all. It's y'all leader in the black community. Listen to this.
But yeah, I got the Ravens still going all the way. I think we really should be 8-0. Obviously the Steelers game, we know why we lost that one. We had 3 drop touchdowns.
That's why.
And then the Colts was also more our fault. We lost in overtime. Justin Tucker missed the game-winning field goal. We more dumb stuff. We should be 8-0, but that's it.
All right, you're the Steelers on y'all, right?
That's fine, bro. Make the playoffs. Maybe we could talk about it.
I'm fine being mediocre and owning the Ravens. That's fine with me.
What's your pick, man? I don't want to hear this.
My pick. I'm gonna join Malin's. I'm gonna join the Malin train here. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
That wasn't my Super Bowl pick.
You was high. All right, then.
Put it on somebody else.
Train then. All right, get off the tracks. Then I'm making my own train here. I'm gonna go.
I said they were gonna win the NFC North. I didn't say they were going to the Super Bowl.
You said you had high praise for them.
See how you try to put that on you?
It don't matter.
Win the NFC North, high praise for the Lions. Like, come on now.
Let me get my take.
Baby steps.
Get off the tracks, man. Let me get my take then. Get off the tracks. I'm making my own train here, and I'm saying Lions here. I think the Lions have progressively gotten better, and they have some good wins under their belt. It's not like the 49ers you're talking about earlier, not 49ers, but the Dolphins earlier stuff where they're beating less superior teams. I think the Lions are progressively getting better. They're figuring out who they are as a team. Goff's playing good. They are. They had. Let's be honest. The Lions didn't have a real identity until the latter part of last season, and it's carried on. It's built. They built their offense goes off of running the ball, smashing it, knock down people's throat, and then for play action. They're doing deep crossing routes, deep routes of the seam. I like it. I like the Lions, and then they play good defense.
If you're talking about their overall history, then yes, they're much better. But if you're talking about recently, I think they're actually declining based on the last couple of weeks, because obviously the loss to the Ravens is a bad loss. And
the Ravens were a great team.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't say that's a bad loss.
Yeah, the Ravens are a great team in your eyes. So.
That's a top team. Yeah, they only
but if the Lions are also a top team, then that's a bad loss. Yes, because if
Wait,
the
so-
Chiefs
so
lost to
the
the Ravens
Ravens-
like that, you would call
So
it a
if the
bad
Ravens-
loss.
Every team, every dog has
like
his day.
that. If the Ravens beat anybody like that in the NFL, the person that they beat, that's just a bad
As
loss.
soon
No
as the
matter what.
Lions had a little bit of expectation, then they played a good team. They didn't play well, but that's not the point. They also played the Raiders last night, and to be honest, yeah, they would have still won the game, but Jimmy G overthrew 2 touchdowns to Devontae Adams.
They should have won by more than what they won
They
by.
should have.
honestly.
They,
They should have. That's the point.
Credit the Raiders defense. Don't talk about the Lions offense. Credit the Raiders defense for making that stop. They're on the field for 40 minutes. Lions,
Raiders-
they controlled that entire game. Like, that's crazy. In the NFL, keeping the ball 40 minutes is crazy.
But the Raiders are not a good team. So, like, if the Lions are true contenders, and I like the Lions, don't get me wrong, but if they're true contenders, they gotta get rid of these teams quick and fast, like these lower tier teams. Like, I can accept the Ravens loss because I mean, like you said, the Ravens are a good team, but with the Raiders, you kind of gotta, if you are a Super Bowl or bust or a Super Bowl contender, then you got to get rid of these lower tier teams. Now, every week has their ups. Every team has their ups and downs. So I'm not like discrediting the Lions right now, but I think the past 2 weeks have been more of a decline than an incline.
I wouldn't call them Super Bowl contenders, but that was just a bias.
But that was an overreaction, though, right? So
No, that's not what the
No.
question.
No.
This is the topic's called overreaction, man.
Well, we're
But
talking
I
about.
asked you a direct question. I asked you a
Quit
direct
trying
question.
to quit. See, there you go. You be trying to.
Wait, what's the topic called, Malin? What's the topic called?
But we
You
were
answered
answering
my question.
I need what's the answer to my question? What's the topic called?
You're wrong.
That-
All right,
matter.
okay, then. That's what I thought.
That's
That's
just like saying what's the title of this book, but having a whole different name of the chapter.
Wait, because
Same thing.
analogy.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
That's a
All
good
right.
analogy. Good comeback analogy. Okay.
Are we good?
Jamie, what's your overreaction? We need
I
your
don't really have one.
give one.
I don't have one. The season's boring.
This season's mid.
Boring. That's the
Season is
overreaction.
boring.
Boring.
Is it boring because
Yeah.
Brady's not on the Bucks?
Tomato, tomato.
Wait, say it
Boo.
again, Malin.
Is it boring because Brady's not on the Bucks anymore?
No, it's just boring. The NFL has been boring for a couple of years. Meh.
What's better, NFL or college football?
Tobias, come on now. That's not even a question.
Thank you. That's all I need to know. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, NFL fans. No, I was about to
So
say.
shall we scurry along?
Huh?
Shall we scurry along to our NBA overreactions?
Let's digress.
No, that's not digressing.
I know.
I want Reek to speak.
Yeah,
So whenever you come back, Luigi, I want to
Not
hear your
Luigi.
reaction.
Hear that, Luigi?
He's gone.
audio.
Overreaction first week. I think the Bucks are going to be tough. I think the Bucks are going to be tough. That's probably not an overreaction. I think the Bucks. I'm liking the Bucks, and I am liking. I think the Nuggets could go back to back for sure. I can see the Nuggets going back to back easily. I don't think enough time has passed yet for a real overreaction.
I just want y'all to know Jalen's hating again on the Lakers.
He is.
When the
said
Lakers-
I told him I didn't care about the Lakers not hating on them.
No, that's not what he said.
That's literally what got
He
out of my
said he was having a great time watching the game when the Lakers were losing to the Kings.
No, you added that last piece to the sentence.
Top tier
That's
hating.
right.
I did that.
Tell him, Jalen. Light the beam, baby.
That's type tier hating.
He was having a great.
Like, he usually has a bigger smile on his face.
this is the quote. I said I was having a great time. I was watching this game, and he was like, "Oh, so when the Lakers lose, you have a good time." I don't have
never said
no
that
dog in the
before.
race, bro. I don't care.
He
You
on-
just need to stop labeling yourself as a Lakers fan, so you can just get all that hate. Just get all the hate out.
I'm not a
Oh.
Lakers fan.
You
I'm
spend
not a
time
Lakers
around Reek.
fan, and I never claimed to be.
Jalen, you spend too much time around Reek now because Reek be
Huh?
hating. You be hating just like
He
Reek.
got it. He got
Too much
hating
time.
from me.
Oh, he got it from you. Oh, okay. He claimed
He got that hating from me.
it.
Nah, that's hating. You see, he don't even give me credit.
And
Here
he'll
we
give
go.
you credit for hating.
Here goes credit Casey again.
That's funny.
But yeah, I ain't got any overreactions for not yet, at least.
Uh,
Too many games. It was only like 4 games in.
I got an overreaction. Scoot Henderson doesn't look that good. He look like he might be it's only been I think 3 games, but he looks like
That's why it's kind of iffy.
Get his feet wet, y'all. Let him get his feet.
But everybody, all the other top,
he's a number 2 pick. He would have won number 1 not if Wemby wasn't there.
And Brandon Miller's been playing well. The Twins have been playing well.
The Twins have been playing great.
Everybody that was in the top tier player draft picks are playing well except him. And it's not like his team is the only team that's a bad team, but like he got to pick it up. Scoot Henderson.
What have you been looking like? I haven't been keeping up with it.
I know his first game he scored 4. I think he had 11.
Been bad, like just bad.
I mean,
missing layups and like it looked like it's more nerves than anything.
Trying to live up to the expectations.
Rap at half court.
But then he playing the G League? He halfway there.
Yeah, he was semi-pro. He was semi-pro. He I don't even know if I think he went straight to G League.
Yeah, so it should be less of a transition for him than it is for everybody else. To be honest with you. Yeah. How y'all feel about? Well, I guess does anybody else have any overreactions, or did y'all always say one?
I think Reek's gonna like mine, and I watched the game last night just to make sure I validated this overreaction. I think Anthony Davis, if he stays healthy, is going to win the MVP this year.
There you go.
I mean, the Joker had 19 rebounds and 26 points yesterday.
Yeah,
That's almost a 20-20 double-double. That is insane.
We just got to win games.
And then also I mean, obviously I don't fault the Lakers like that. I don't fault Anthony Davis. The last time I actually may have watched a full entire Anthony Davis game, maybe about a year and a half ago, when we was calling him soft. And he was playing much more aggressive last night than usually what I've seen in the past. He's on the boards more often. He's fighting.
Why does he need media motivation? Why can't he just go out there and be hungry?
I don't think he does need media. What makes you think he needs media motivation?
Because it always takes when people start clowning on him for the play right.
Nah, bro.
He's up and down regardless, though.
I don't think that's true. I think
he's up and down regardless. He's not going to play enough games, hurt or not. He's just not going to play enough games. Like he's going to sit some games. I think that's
hating. That's hating.
Why would you say that? He's not going to play games.
You think he plays over 65?
You saying if he
over 65? What's the limit for
65?
65?
He said he's
not gonna play 65 games.
You just said if he's healthy, he's still not gonna play enough games.
No, I'm saying he's going to sit out games.
No, he's not. If he's not,
it's not hating.
Come on, bro.
Like get up your field,
man. Have you said a positive word about the Lakers yet?
I don't care about the Lakers. It's not negative. He's not gonna play that many games, bro. Like he's straight, and he's not gonna win MVP with LeBron on this team. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna go.
Yeah, he will. Also, Braun just may finish.
He can't. It's like almost like impossible. Unless Braun has a bad season, like the media's gonna be like, well, he has Braun on this team. That's why he's playing so good. Like it's just
and that's the same thing with everybody. All of them keep saying AD needs to be the best player. Those Braun fans won't let AD be the best player. AD can average 30 and 20, and they'll still say LeBron is the reason why AD's playing so well.
Nah, that's crazy. I'm sorry. That seems crazy right there. If he's averaging 30 and 20 or even close to that, you gotta get he need like
that's depending on what LeBron numbers are in the
it's depending on a lot of stuff. That's the thing.
I feel like Braun's gonna take more of a take. I mean, he did it last season a little bit, but I feel like he's gonna take a step back this season and let the team more gel around him. He's gonna take more.
He's been trying.
He's been in 4 straight close games.
He's been trying. He see that they need him. He's been trying to step back.
Like they need, bro. Like they need him.
Yeah, because nobody else is doing well on the team. They keep shooting threes.
So what's gonna have to happen though is for AD to win MVP. Is that let's say Braun takes a step back? They need Braun. They need AD. So AD's gonna have to step it up.
Well, these first couple games. They literally needed LeBron. AD playing well or not.
They needed both of them equally, but like it's only them. It's literally only them.
But like
it's like they only have 10 people on the team, literally. The way that they play. And then both of them take up 4 people.
Austin Reed's supposed to be that third best player, but he's been playing like trash because we don't. Of course, it's supposed to be originally supposed to be D'Lo, but D'Lo is just not that guy.
D'Lo get on the court and be like, "Is it my turn?"
Yes.
That's funny.
But
I don't know what's going on with Austin Reed.
To your AD MVP thing, it depending on what LeBron do, it's going to depend on what them other players do too. Because I think Jokic, I don't think Jokic will get it this year just because of voter fatigue. I think Giannis is starting to step into LeBron-ish territory. And he has Dame to where like he's not going to get it maybe even if he should. So like those two I think will be out of it.
I think Steph.
I also don't think they're going to give any more back-to-backs. I think they're going to be through with that. So
they shouldn't get back-to-back.
I would take out Embiid out of it too. So hey, Steph.
I don't know if Embiid, if they end up with like the first seed and Embiid playing good, I think that Embiid will get it again.
Well, they don't have anybody but Embiid on the team now, so
I don't know. Maxey is nice. He averaged 30 so far this season.
He's a tier 3 at best.
He was my MVP pick. We're gonna see.
But Maxey might not be a tier 3 though, because if he continues playing like this, he might not be a tier 3. Not at Harden.
So now he's the second option though.
Yeah. How y'all feel about the Clippers? Good Harden now.
Good. Hey, this is about to be a nice reality show just for us to kick back and be entertained by. That's like, since we just hating now. I'm just going to not believing them boys.
You got to just preface it with if you can stay healthy. Like that's any Clippers conversation is if they're healthy.
But now I think Russ was playing good, and now I think Russ is not going to play that good. So I think
Russ's role is going to diminish for sure. I think
Russ.
if in a perfect world it'll be great, but like we don't live in a perfect world.
Yeah, right.
I want to know when is Harden gonna leave this team and how much is he gonna weigh? That's what I want.
That's so funny.
How much is he gonna weigh is wild.
They say it every time he want to leave a team, he like bulk up and get fat.
You're trying to do an over under on pounds.
Yeah. Like he just start. I mean, and it's like unhealthy weight gain.
I think.
Isn't that unhealthy to do that? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it is.
I think depending on like how the Clippers do over the next few years, and if they give Harden a contract, like say they like lose second round like over and over and over again, and they give him a fat contract, I can see him retiring there because I'm sure that they'll move off of PG before they do Kawhi. I don't know.
Are they both free agents after this year?
Yeah, they're both free agents. I think I partially think the Harden deal was to help because they're going into a new stadium next year. I think it's to help them have a backup plan to sell tickets.
Yeah,
for next year if Harden's there, because I don't have a feeling, especially if like the Clippers flame out in the first round. I think Harden and PG both, not Harden, Kawhi and PG both gone. Like they're not gonna sign either one of them back because I think the process is done.
It's just for me, like if I was a GM, it's kind of hard to give away Kawhi, even though all the baggage that he has. Because like when he plays, he's still Kawhi to a degree. So I just don't know what team he would go to, really.
Yeah. Maybe
but PG could be a great third option on somebody's team.
OKC.
Like he could play like a this is the first thing that came to my mind, like an Andrew Wiggins type of role on the team.
He's better than Andrew Wiggins, though.
He's better than him, of course, but like that type of role on a team with 2 stars. Not 2 stars, but like a good program already.
I think Kawhi should go to a team like OKC or maybe the Pistons or like somebody like
Kawhi's gonna go to a contender though. Like he's not. It ain't none of that Raptors. This ain't 2019.
No, but a team that like if OKC was well last year or the Kings, like we still might not look at them as a contender, but if they add Kawhi, they're definitely a contender.
I think if you go to the Kings, if him, Sabonis, and De'Aaron Fox, they're going to be crazy.
Kawhi to the Knicks.
That's not your team, Tobias.
The King, light the beam, baby, light the beam.
Hey, I
Kawhi to the
know they
Knicks.
like to beam after every win. Like, that is
Like the
crazy.
beam.
That is insane.
They
That is
weren't used to that many before that.
What?
That is
They weren't used to lightning that many times before that.
I think it's a new thing. I'm pretty sure it's a new thing.
They just
started
bought a
last
beam.
year.
Yeah. You said what?
Oh, it started last year.
Yeah, they won't win no games before last year.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they always been doing
But
it.
we back, baby. We back. I'm a king slash.
He is crazy. You keep throwing her on that. Boy, you must be French.
I'm a king slash Bucks slash Lakers fan now. So
Yes,
Having
sir.
3 teams, having 3 teams in the league is crazy.
hey, listen, you ever heard the terms "don't put all your eggs in one basket"?
That's wild. That's straight bandwagon talk.
I'm
You
putting
cannot
my eggs
do
out
that
right
with
now.
sport.
Somebody, I'm leaving here with something. And I'm leaving here with something.
Both my teams are in the finals every year. That's crazy.
Is this the year we finally start talking about the Knicks?
No.
Nah, not with Thibodeau.
They're like among the top 4 or 5, right?
I mean, they're always going to compete, but like they don't have a superstar.
They're the Cowboys.
Are they the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Cowboys
They
at least
can't make
One
it
of
to
those
no
stars
conference
we were
finals.
just talking about go there. Kawhi or PG.
Nobody's going there.
The
Nobody
Cowboys
wants to
on
pay for
roster-
that coach, first of all.
And
And
The Cowboys on roster always look like the best team in the NFL, except for the Niners this year, of course.
We're talking about the
But
Knicks now.
the Knicks and never have for the last, I don't know, whatever years, have looked statistically like even remotely close to the best team in NBA. As far as I can remember, I've never seen them look.
Because they just don't. Nobody want to play there.
It's like Melo. I think Melo, when they had Melo like the last time.
that was the last time they were actually like, other than like the few years ago, when they played Trey and them. But before that, Melo, and then before that, a long time ago. I mean, that was Melo years though.
Oh yeah,
Ewing.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, they go to the finals.
Even their own
30
fan,
years ago.
fan base. We have a close friend right now that abandoned the Knicks and went to the Nuggets.
He abandoned
Oh, you
it.
did him like that, Jay?
That's crazy.
Going to the Nuggets is crazy.
Nah, going to the Nuggets is crazy.
You don't know any Nuggets fan.
I've never met one. I've never one Nuggets fan.
Never. I don't think I've ever even met anybody from Denver.
I haven't.
I met a few.
All right, cool, Tobias. Thank you. Thank you for that.
There wasn't a flex. There you go hating right now. Put the picture back up.
I met a few. All right, bro. Is that it? Is that we done?
Yes, I think we
It look like Jamie says we done.
Jamie clocked out like two topics ago.
Hey, what we told you about that? It's not good for the aesthetic. You gotta be up and at them.
It's Halloween. She got kids banging her door right now. I feel you, Jamie. I feel you.
Y'all just talk to hear yourself talk.
No rap in my cap. I mean, sorry.
Jamie tolerates. Thank you for tolerating us, Jamie.
I do.
I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be wanted.
Oh, here you go.
I checked in on you
like his
group
tweets
chat,
right
first
now.
of all.
You sound like his tweets right now.
Tobias, I don't tweet like that no more.
Not
Not like that. Not like that. Not that real. They don't want that. You better stop.
I wish I would have saw those.
Put that demon out. Demon home.
Oh man.
That's funny.
All right, y'all ready for the verse of the day?
He don't tweet like that, but he act like that still. Yeah, we're ready.
Hold on for
All right,
sure.
so verse 1, chapter 5. Ooh,
I need this.
A while ago. I get a little breakdown behind it, what I pulled from it. So 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 8 through 9. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, who resists steadfast in faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So what I took from that when I studied is like 4 years ago, because I saw be sober. So I'm like, Lord, does this mean I can't do nothing? Like alcohol is a sin, all type of drugs are a sin? No, it's not really talking about that. But what it mean about being sober is you can't have your eyes too full of one thing. Like, it could be anything. It could be football, for example. You so caught up in football, so caught up in football, so caught up in your eye, like that's all you think about. That's all you're diving in. And you don't, it's like consuming your life. You don't realize what the devil's doing in your life right now. You don't know
the devil putting all your eggs in one basket for you.
Exactly. Boy, amen. Tell him, Pastor. Yes, sir. We in church now. Tell him.
Hey.
Exactly. Bingo. So, like Jalen said, spread your eggs out, man. God said there needs to be balance in the kingdom. Balance in the kingdom, baby. Balance in the kingdom. Balance your life out, man. Don't get drunk on all these other things of the world, man. Get drunk
Intoxicated.
Spread your eggs out. That's what I'm.
Hey, that's a good mic drop right there. We don't want to say too much more. We have an offering right now at the end of our video. Hit us to the Cash App, the Venmo.
Yeah, we need it.
We gave y'all a full sermon now. So
In the bucket.
like, subscribe button. Next week, and we're gonna hit y'all.